Oh no, and welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again, and Manchester United have to face Watford. Finally, after the international break is over, and we have Watford at 5:30 on Saturday, I believe. So the team I've gone for is just kind of the exact same team that beat Burnley the other weekend. Instead of Lindelof, though, I've gone with Chris Smalling, and I've gone with Eric Bailly, and I've also brought in no, I think that's the only change. I think, yeah. So let's get into it. Let's play match. So if you didn't see it, we won 2-0. To be honest, it wasn't the best of games for Burnley. Let's just say that. We were thoroughly deserved winners. I think we completely dominated them. I think, obviously they just come out of the Europa League, and they were, let's just say, they weren't really 100% in the game, I don't think. We won the game 2-0. It's 2 goals from Lukaku in the first half, even though it could have been 5 or 6. That's how. Go on, Pogba. That's how crazy it was just. it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, it was just so. It was poor from our standards, because we should have. Lukaku should have had a hat trick. Let's just say that. So let's talk about the first half. So the first half we went. Well, it's quite surprising, the team. I thought we had Lindelof and Smalling, and then I thought Lindelof, Smalling. I thought, oh god, here we go. They're gonna, I can see a 1-0 sneak victory from Burnley, but like I said, they weren't really up to the game. But yeah, we started with Fellaini as like a centre defence, where I've kind of put him in today in this 11. We kind of put him in a deep role where he just protects the back four, and he did that really well. He played that role in the I don't know why I crossed it. He played that role in the World Cup, and I thought he played pretty well, Fellaini, last Sunday against Burnley, and it showed it. And I'm surprised he didn't get man of the match, to be honest. But so let's talk about the first goal. It's just United were just passing the ball around, nice ticky, like a nice one-touch football. And is that gonna go? No. One nice one-touch football, and it was just a good cross from Sanchez, and Lukaku was had a free header and beats Joe Hart in the net. So that was 1-0, and then straight after that, Lukaku had a chance to make it 2-0, but it was like a through ball to Lukaku, and then Lukaku tried to chip it over Joe Hart, but Joe Hart made a great save. So then that was the great save, and then after that he does get a goal. So it was from a couple of rebounds in the box. I think it was a nice play from Luke Shaw and Sanchez down the left, and I believe he passed it to Lukaku, and then Lukaku let it off to Lingard, and then Lingard had a shot. It was deflected, and I believe Lukaku was there just to put it in, and he basically done that. So that was 2-0. So going into a second half now, it was pretty much all the same, really, until we got a penalty. Rashford. What am I trying to say? Rashford. Oh, that was a nice save. Rashford got fouled in the penalty area from, I think it was Aaron Lennon. So he was fouled, and then Pogba took the penalty. I was surprised Lukaku didn't take the penalty just for the hat trick, but obviously you got told that Lukaku wanted to take it, so Pogba wanted to take it. So Pogba's that run up, it needs to go. Let's just say that. It was a poor run up, and it was just poor penalty from United. From Pogba at least, and I thought Pogba had a poor game in the Burnley game. He only played like one great through ball towards Lukaku after the penalty area, which Lukaku should have scored. Another talking point of the game was obviously the red card, the Rashford red card, which I thought was harsh on Rashford, because I believe Rashford, if Rashford was going to get sent off, I would have thought like Phil Bardsley would have got sent off, because obviously the kick out from the slide tackle that he did, and then obviously, well, you can't really headbutt a player on the pitch, and that's why he kind of like drove his head towards Bardsley, which I thought was a bit harsh. If he got a red card, I think Bardsley should have got a red card, because Bardsley did make another move towards Rashford's head as well, like after his headbutt. So yeah, so then Rashford got sent off, and like I said, we went down to 10 men. Even though we was down to 10 men, we pretty much controlled the game even with 10 men, and unlucky. Yeah, even with 10 men, we kind of controlled the match. They did have a couple chances, like late on. They brought on like Ashley Barnes and everyone else like that. What a save. But it, like I said, it wasn't the best of games for United, even though, well, it wasn't the best games for thingy either, really, Burnley. So yeah, we won the game 2-0, but I think we should have won the game like 3 or 4-0. It was pretty much easy for them. So yeah, so going into this weekend after the international break, obviously we did get a huge, I think there's a couple injuries. I think Luke Shaw obviously got stretchered off, and thank God he's available to play. Mourinho's literally just said like literally a second ago that he will be available for the weekend, so that's great. So hopefully he can go straight back into the side. Hopefully Flaney is fit, because apparently Flaney came from the Belgian game without, well, he came out of the Belgian game injured, but I'm not too sure if he's going to be ready for the game or not. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, because obviously Watford themselves, they actually beat Spurs last weekend, and it was a pretty good game. That game, I watched that game on Match of the Day, and it was, like I said, it was a really good game for Watford, and they're still undefeated, so that's a bit worrying for United, because obviously they're a bit on form at the moment, and they can go up against a really good Spurs team and get a victory. So, but I don't know. It's going to be a hard game. Obviously, Troy Deeney has come back into the side. He looks really good. I'm surprised he didn't get called up to England, Troy Deeney. But yeah, but it's like I said, it's going to be hard for United. I think United could. That's going to be a goal or not. Yeah, I think Troy Deeney might be the only thing to worry about in Pereira. You could say Pereira, the Argentine. I'm trying to get a goal, but I'm struggling to get past this Watford defence. Yeah, so like I said, a couple players were, Pereira. Obviously, I think that left back Holebas has been good in recent games for Watford, so we definitely have to watch out for him. And yeah, I'll just hopefully we can continue on our winning run. Really, that's all really we can say. Finally, we scored, Lingard. Yeah, so. It's going to be quite an interesting game, obviously. Watford, like I said, they're a bit undefeated. The international break kind of came at a bad time for United, because obviously we got the win against Burnley quite comfortable, and then we got straight into the international break, which is always does bother United, especially after the international break. But I think we can do it. I think you can. I think we can defeat at least. Well, I think we beat them 4-2 last time, if I'm not too mistaken. It was a great. Oh my God, that was an almost no goal. Yeah, it was a great game for Ashley Young, if I remember correctly, because he scored a nice free kick. No, didn't he get? No, he didn't get a hat trick. He scored a nice free kick and a volley. So it was great for him. And obviously, I think, yeah, it was 4-2. I'm not making that up. That was 4-2. I did see it the other day. Yeah, so if we can replicate that, you know, get a 4-0 victory. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. If we can get like a 4-0 victory, that'd be like fantastic. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Watford are just going to sit and, you know, try and press us. And, you know, I think United just going to control the ball as much as we can and just hope that, you know, they can get a goal on the counter attack or something like that. So yeah, there's that. So we've won this game 2-0, as you can see. I'm not too sure if we're going to win this game personally, because obviously last season when we come back from the international break, I think we only like won a couple games after the international break. Most of them we drew, so I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up our first draw of the season. But I'm gonna go 1-0 Man United. I think we can or it's gonna be close. I think it might be 2-1 or 1-0. It's gonna be like a boring game, but I think we can get a victory. So yeah, so I'm gonna definitely go for 1-0 Man United and just hope that we don't lose to Watford. If they do lose to Watford, there will be questions again about Mourinho. So anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score predictions below. So right, I'm going. Bye. I know, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Hit me up on Twitch and Twitter, and don't forget to watch the playlist down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.